The EU could soon lose another of its members, as Danish eurosceptics have been plotting on using the Brexit trade deal as a blueprint to relaunch their own attempt to leave the bloc. Austria and Denmark have become the latest countries to break away from the EU's vaccine strategy, raising fears that the bloc's unity in the face of the coronavirus pandemic is crumbling. Chancellor Sebastian Kurz said Austria would work with Israel and Denmark on second-generation coronavirus vaccines and no longer rely on the EU in the future. It is widely seen as a rebuke to the European Commission's procurement scheme for vaccines, which has lagged far behind the UK, Israel and US, and involved negotiating for supplies as a bloc. Mr. Kurz told Bild, Germany's biggest-selling newspaper, that the European Medicines Agency had been too slow in approving the jabs. Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen added she had already bid for supplies of Israel's leftover vaccines, in another sign of the disintegrating confidence in Brussels to deliver the jabs. The pandemic, lockdown measures and the EU's sluggish start of its vaccine rollout program are undoubtedly exacerbating divisive trends in Europe. Danish MEP Peter told Daily Express Denmark could hold a breakaway vote by as early as 2026, as his country watches Britain's progress closely. It is no secret Danish eurosceptics have been plotting on using the British Brexit deal as a blueprint to relaunch their own attempt to leave the European Union. In 2018, Danish People's Party leader Christian Thedesen Dahl admitted his plans to quit the Brussels bloc were currently on hold as he was waiting for an alternative to membership. Speaking at a gathering, Mr. Thedesen Dahl told supporters of the party they were not aiming for an exit vote just yet. He said, "We should not leave the EU right now. We do not propose to exit the EU without there being an alternative. When the British have made an agreement with the EU, there is such an alternative." Speaking to reporters after the speech in the southern Danish town of Sonderborg, Mr. Thedesen Dahl added he could use the British deal to demand similar concessions for Denmark. He added, "One option would be a looser relationship with the EU, one that mirrors what the British get. There are plenty of opportunities for Denmark to run more things on its own. Denmark has held various referendums on EU matters so far, voting in favor of EU membership in 1972 and against the euro in 2000. It has also obtained various British-style opt-outs." In an exclusive interview with Daily Express, German MEP and EU lawyer Gunnar Beck claimed Britain's success with its vaccination program could definitely trigger a Brexit domino effect. He said, "We will see over the next few years how Britain does outside the EU. But I am optimistic. The early implications for the COVID-19 crisis and how the vaccination program is being managed in the UK are positive. I think this will greatly influence the behavior of individual countries in the EU, particularly because there are some who do not like the policies pushed forward by France and Germany," he added. The prime candidates for leaving the EU are Finland over the euro. Denmark has been rather aloof and doesn't agree with many policies such as migration, and it is not even part of the euro. The Netherlands is also rather discontent with the large subsidies for the eurozone. These are the most obvious. I can't see Italy or southern European countries leaving, at least until they get their share of German money.